Last week, behind the scenes at Fox, I was hearing that Jay Glazer, I didn't bump into him last week, but a couple of people had said, Glazer thinks something's going on in Indianapolis here. Something's not right. And so when the news came down Saturday, first thing I did is grab my phone and text Jay Glazer. I wanted to bring him on today. He's at Arizona training camp with the Cardinals, and I'll get to the Kyler Murray stuff because I'm interested there, what he sees. But via the Cowherd Global Satellite Network, Jay Glazer is joining us, Fox NFL Insider. Okay, let's start with this. There's a lot of times, Jay, that you will tell me something, but you will not broadcast it. You were telling me for months OBJ was going to get traded. It didn't matter what was coming out. But that you and I have a relationship. I'm never going to put you through the crosshairs. I didn't see you last week, but I was told by people I trust, Jay doesn't think this Andrew Luck thing's a calf injury. So I'm taking it you weren't totally shocked?
I wasn't totally shocked by it. It was funny because we almost talked about this on our Fox broadcast the other night from Miami when we did Super Bowl promos. I knew the frustration level was really going a different route. This wasn't just a normal, he's injured, something's wrong here, hey, he's going to recover and it's going to be okay. They really were both shots. They were just baffled. I mean, here's really the story is he has this calf injury, happened ages ago. Should have been healed by now. It wasn't. So then when they started trying to figure out why is this calf not healed, they found it to be where the high ankle sprain normally would. People thought that they were being evasive. They weren't. They were trying to figure it out. They were all baffled about this. And when they looked into, okay, well, you have the high ankle sprain now. Let's shoot that area. Let's try and make it heal. It just wasn't healing. They couldn't figure out why it wasn't healing. And at this point, Andrew, I think, said it best. It's been 4 years of, it wasn't football. It was injury, rehab, wonder why he's not coming back, injury, rehab, over and over and over again. It was very self-aware of him to say the other night, he lost the joy. When you lose the joy of this game, you can't play it half-hearted. He was right to step away if he had lost the joy.
I do think the reality is, and I don't think he made this for financial reasons, but players make more than ever. I said earlier, if Cam Newton or an Aaron Rodgers had another break, I get guys with $100 million net worth who have lots of interests outside of their sport saying, I'm okay with this. My self-confidence is fine. Do you think it becomes a little more of a trend in the NFL to step away early for some guys?
It's interesting that you say that because that's one of the first things I thought about. Now he's doing it, so it kind of makes it okay for other guys to follow suit. But look, it's in your heart. There are guys who it's the last thing they want to do is leave that field. And a lot of guys say, I'd rather kill me than I die from not doing it. And other guys saying, I'm going to walk away when I'm healthy. It's really what you have behind your rib cage and between your ears, what you want to do. But it's interesting now because it's the league is a league of trends regardless of whether it's front office or trades or moves or players. I can certainly see this opening the door for others.
I said everybody's criticizing the fans, but I said if you canceled a wedding a week out, even if it was for the right reasons, the father-in-law would not be happy and she may cry. This was jarring and shocking to everybody, and I don't blame a fan who's 2 Bud Lights in a stadium. Initial reaction, he boos. I get fans being fans. It's a tribal business. They name their kids and dogs and pets and after players. So I get that. I didn't love the reaction, but I get it. But I do, but I do wonder, Chris Ballard, young GM. What is your guess on Chris Ballard's initial reaction to this?
When I was out there a couple weeks ago, they were all talking up Brissett, and that's one of the things I looked at. Also, I'm like, everybody's really talking up Jacoby right now, and it was almost like they knew they were going to move forward with Brissett, and they do. The players love him out there. Andrew loves him, but look what they've had to deal with there in Indianapolis in the last few years. And just under Ballard with Josh McDaniels, with Andrew Luck, with the shoulder injury, with different injuries for Andrew. I also, if you go back in this predates Chris Ballard. When Ryan Grigson was there, I broke in a story a few years ago that, remember they kept saying that he was questionable with the shoulder injury. And I'm going, no, he's not. He has torn cartilage in his ribs, where basically it feels like a crack rib. And he had, I think it was a kidney was injured as well, and yet they were still saying the guy was just week to week. They mishandled him under Grigson. And then Andrew Luck, all he kept doing is like, all right, I got to rehab. I got to figure this out. But it is, look, every rehab he's had, it has taken much longer than you would normally think.
Yeah.
And I can see where it got exhausting for him.
Yeah, no. I think you're right. I think this was a player that, and listen, by the way, Andrew Luck, 6'4.5", 240. I mean, Andrew Luck is a big body, and if he's telling you he's in pain, you know the beating he took. Okay, finally, you're at Arizona camp. There's a lot of mystery regarding Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray. We're rooting for him because we just like fun quarterback play.
Yeah.
What are you seeing, Jay, and what are you hearing?
Yeah, the thing about Kyler Murray is when you sit and you talk, and when I watched some of the guys from the Cardinals last night, and they said every time we go into film and we watch our film from practice, it's almost like somebody presses fast forward on his player. They do say it's like a video game.
Yeah, it's really fun. By the way, you've been around all these camps. I don't know if you noticed it last night, and I don't know all the camps you've been to. I'm just going to roll the dice on this. The Pittsburgh Steelers look like they are so dialed in. When they picked up guys from the AAF, free agents, draft pick. The Steelers have sort of blown me away in preseason. I don't take too much from it. Has there been a team for you, Jay Glazer, in all your travels you've gone, this looks special?
You know, I'm only there for a day in each place, and they always ask me the same thing. Coaches and GMs go, how do you think we look? And I always say the same thing, like, I think you guys are going to stink this year. What? No, I don't know. I've been there for a day. Don't ask me that. But I'm always trying to mess with them. But what I can see is energy. Who runs the ball out? Who, doesn't look at preseason as, oh, we're in camp, or, hey, we get ready to roll again. Seattle always has great energy. The Rams had an energy like they didn't just lose the Super Bowl. Usually there's a mourning. They didn't have that. Pittsburgh has had a different camp because of what happened with Darryl Drake. And they've still kept it together. They don't have the other dramas there. Baltimore, man, really high in Lamar Jackson. That's one guy who really stood out during this training camp tour. But it's really the energies you could see. And, yeah, Pittsburgh's certainly one of those teams right in there.
Only a minute left. Is there anything on Zeke that you know for sure? Is there any new information?
Yeah. No, they still think he's going to get done. We went into this whole offseason thinking they're going to get 3 guys done going into the season. That's not the case right now. They still think, okay, we'll get Amari done, we'll get Dak done, no problem. Zeke's the guy they're going to get done, and they still are very confident that they'll get him done in time for him to face off against the Giants on our era on week 1.
Jay,
I do want to bring back one more thing. Andrew Luck, if I just can, because you were talking about it before, whether he'll come back or not, the biggest thing these guys miss when they retire, it's the locker room. That's the one thing that will decide, I think, if Andrew Luck ever comes back or not. How much do I miss that locker room?
Well, you know that because you run a very successful gym, Unbreakable Performance Center, and you've told me this. You get guys in that room, it is a different environment than anywhere in town. Jay Glazer, always a pleasure to have you. Love your insights, man.
Thanks,
enjoy camp. Thanks, Jay.
Appreciate it, pal.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.